CSS graduate, but I'm also an innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition-free, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander. You know that. I know that. Sold his company for a tremendous amount of money. And he went out and bought a big yacht. And he had a very interesting life.
Live from Jackson in the heart of West Tennessee, this is the Dan Reeves Show.
He is a sick puppy.
We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Eric.
It displays one of the most spectacular capabilities in nature. A true superpower. This flat-footed reptile is so fast and so light that it can run across the surface of the water at speeds as much as 5 feet per second.
Well, that's the story right there. That's the very dangerous. It's called the Jesus Christ lizard.
What?
Yeah. You haven't heard of it, have you?
No, I have not.
Well, you're about to hear of it, Gina, because it's also known as the bacillus. Doc, what? Where's my glasses?
He's talking
I
about
left my glasses, Doc. Can you see it?
Basilisk.
That's it. And the next word is, I think, lizard.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I normally have my glasses, reading glasses around my neck.
That's
I don't
excuse.
have them.
You can't pronounce it.
Well, there's some words. I'm good with and the. When you get past that, I'm going to need you, Doc.
He's got this whole story about sounding it out.
Can you phonetically sound it up, please? Well, it's an invasive animal to Florida, and it may actually be bad for humans. We've got this story and what happened down in Florida. Good Tuesday afternoon. Friday is Trey Smith Day in the city of Jackson. Yeah, he's going to... he won't have his Super Bowl ring quite yet, but I guarantee he's been sized for it. Trey Smith will be welcomed home by the city of Jackson and Mayor Scott Conger at a special event Friday. This Friday, March 3rd, following Trey Smith's Super Bowl win, the Kansas City Chiefs. Trey is the starting offensive lineman.
He's a USJ alum, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Woohoo, go Bruins.
And wait, there's more. I did talk with Trey, and I talked with Mickey Marley today. It looks like it may happen Thursday with Trey Smith and Mickey Marley in studio Thursday afternoon.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
His high school football coach.
Wow.
Yeah.
They'll have some tales to tell.
Yes, they will. And Lane College receives a grant. We'll share that news with you as well. There's so much happening here.
There's so much
today.
happening here. I noticed
Lordy.
your wallet is just laying here by itself, unattended, with your cash and credit cards.
Well, that's 'cause it's
kind of close to me over here.
Well, there's no cash, and the credit cards are maxed out, so have at it.
Well, let's give it a whirl and try.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Larry Newman will be along here in just a bit. Gina's up in the Weather Center.
Am I supposed to do the weather?
Yes, that's the Weather Center. My name is Dan Reeves. Gina Langley is here. Hi, Gina. How are you today?
Hey, Danny.
Is it not a gorgeous day out there?
It is spring. I've decided it's not going to get cold anymore. That Puxatawny Phil's an idiot, and it's spring.
Well,
that's what I've told myself all day.
It's well, you don't have to lie to yourself very much, because we're seeing some blooming out there, and people are having spring allergies already,
yes.
right?
Oh, I am, definitely, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. That's fine.
I'm fine with it too.
Out.
I tell you this, I've got a palm tree that's growing in my backyard naturally.
You're lying.
No, there's a manatee that was found in the Mississippi River.
Now that's true. I
It
did
is
see
true.
that.
Alligators in West Tennessee, that's true.
No, really?
Yes, it is.
I know we have armadillos.
Yeah, that's old
have
news.
alligators, too?
Alligators, yeah, confirmed by the TWA.
Where? Like in the Tennessee River? Where are they?
Well, no, down at a friend of mine.
There's your
Seriously,
friend's house?
This friend of mine. One day at band camp. 1 year at band camp. No, he was fishing down in Hardeman County on what's that river down there?
I have no idea.
You know what that river is, Doc? Down it's Hardeman County. It probably the Fork of Deer. There's so many branches of the Fork of Deer, but he videoed an alligator lying on the bank.
You know, Dan.
And he's the was a longtime head football coach down at Middleton, so he's an honest man.
Yeah, sometimes ignorance is bliss, and that was something I could have gone my whole life without knowing.
Well, and then if we had warned you, and you got bitten by an alligator, because believe me, when you get bitten by an alligator, you stay bit.
Unless an alligator is on the 45 bypass, I'm not going to get bitten by an alligator.
Well, I've seen some at the bar at the Holiday Inn.
No, those are lounge lizards. That's
that's right.
different.
Yeah, it's 320 to 75 degrees. We're going to run down the weather for you here in just a minute. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous outside. We got some special guests in the studio.
We do.
The president of Dyersburg State is in the house.
Woohoo.
Scott Cook, how you doing, Doc?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you in here. We had a meeting set up about a month or so ago, and you put our address in your GPS, and you wound up in Bemis.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
No, he did.
No, you're making that up.
I was using two different GPSs, and they both gave me the wrong directions. So my apologies.
In Bemis in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh.
No, he was in Jackson, Tennessee, but it was Bemis.
No, you did not go to Bemis.
Yes, he did.
We have this whole joke going about the barometric pressure in Bemis.
Yeah, Doc, that developed after your visit. There's two things that they're upset about. One, sidewalks. They want sidewalks in Bemis. I love those people.
They're adamant. They're adamant.
Jackson Southside High School is in Bemis. And they're the number one ranked girls basketball team in Class AAA in the state of Tennessee. Wow. They're 28-0. And a great friend of mine's the head coach, Brent McNeil. So, yeah, I love Bemis. But they're blaming North Jackson for hogging up all the concrete.
Yeah.
They say they use concrete for things they don't need, like helipads and things like that. So they're pretty upset about it.
Danny added that to the story.
It
just to kind of
displays
bring
one
that
of the
on
most
home.
spectacular capabilities.
No, I will do that from time to time. And Amanda Walker is here, Vice President of Advancements and External Affairs and Interim Director of Athletics. Amanda Walker at Dyersburg State. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having us.
Come right, you right up on those microphones. Those are very expensive noise-canceling microphones. And so if you pull back from them a little bit, the volume goes drastically down. And Amanda, so, geez, Vice President of Advancement, what is that?
That's our fundraising arm of the college.
Okay, so that's very important.
Very important.
Wouldn't you say, Doug?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you do to raise money?
Well, we work with our community and solicit donations from the community and our friends of the community to help further initiatives at the college.
Okay. And External Affairs, is it Vice President of Advancement and External Affairs? Is that all in one, what you were telling me?
Well, that takes into consideration our marketing and public relations arms of the college, as well as small business development, workforce development, alumni affairs. So anything that touches external groups,
right,
I'm in charge of.
And I would also add, she works very closely with our elected officials, both local and state.
Well,
in that capacity.
Well. Okay. So, all right, I got to hear this. And Interim Director of Athletics.
Yes, sir.
So
you need to get a job.
You're
You work
busy.
part-time?
I work a lot of hours.
Are you from Dyersburg?
I am not. I'm originally from Waynesboro, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, I know it well. Waynesboro is, have you been there, Gina, Waynesboro?
No.
It's,
Actually, there's a hospital there, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah, in a previous life, I have been there too. I have.
would you get put in a hospital there?
No, I used to sell
Oh,
medical
that's right.
supplies
That's
and
right.
devices
Yes,
to
yes.
hospitals in West Tennessee. So yes, I know exactly
She
where it
took
is.
sandwiches to doctors. No, I'm kidding. Yes,
Yeah.
that's pharmaceutical reps. Now, they love it when I say that.
We're going to get texts and calls on that one.
Oh, yeah, it just happens. Waynesboro, that's okay. If I were to leave Huntington and head to Camden into Waverly, Waynesboro is no. It's
on
just
the river,
north.
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of the river from Savannah, sort of.
Correct.
Isn't it?
We're the next
yeah.
county after Hardin.
Yes.
Is that where the ferry is? I guess the last ferry.
I do not think it's still operational.
So that one's gone away too.
Yes. The
Okay.
Tennessee Bridge was installed and the ferry went away. There's one still remaining in the Clarksville area, I believe.
Okay, we ride Harleys, and we love to go down around Waynesboro. It's beautiful down there, and ride that
God's
ferry.
country.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about riding a ferry,
Right.
but just something special about it. I mean, to me, but I'm easily entertained.
There's a joke there, but
No,
I'm
no.
not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. I promise.
in the
I'm
context-
leaving it alone.
No, the context of what I meant, there's no need for legislation here at all. It's progress, and these bridges have taken out the ferries. Now, there was one down at Saltillo as well we used to ride. But you guys ain't coming to talk about riding ferries.
I hope
but
not.
So President Scott Cook is here. Well, I've not met Amanda. I just want to get to know her. So tell us about what's going on at Dyersburg State.
We have a lot of exciting things happening at Dyersburg State. First, we're celebrating our enrollment. During COVID, a lot of community colleges across the country saw a decline in student enrollment. Our enrollment held steady, and this semester our enrollment is up about 10% in headcount and about 15% in full-time equivalency enrollment. So we're very, very happy about that. And I think it's a testament in part to the many truly outstanding employees that we have spread across 3 locations for Dyersburg State. Currently, we're located in Dyersburg City, Covington, and Trenton. And our folks really want to take care of students from the starting line to the finish line, so to speak. We do a lot to make sure our students get a great experience with enrollment and admissions, in advising, the classroom experience, the student life experience, and then finally graduation. So we're very excited about that. yet we're always trying to find ways to make sure that our enrollment stays healthy and will even continue to grow. Two of the programs that we're seeing growth in right now are our EMS programs. We offer EMT certification, advanced EMT certification, and paramedic, both certification and associate's degree. And we have about 177 students enrolled in our paramedic programs right now.
Let me stop you right there.
Sure.
What do you think of that, Gina? Because Gina was she was in radio and in medical, and then I took her away from all that, back in radio. What do you think, Gina, in medical? So that's a great. I assume that there's there's a lack of. I know almost across the board when it comes to first responders. You hearing the same thing, Gina?
I would assume that would be accurate, especially post-pandemic West Tennessee.
Yeah.
So are you seeing students who are interested in those sort of programs?
Absolutely. It's not just EMS programs, but we're seeing significant demand in those areas. Our nursing programs, we offer a traditional day program, a night program, LPN to RN transition, and even paramedic to RN transition. And in total, we have about 200 students in those programs. And because of the success that we've had in our healthcare fields, we've recently started health science technology, which has significant enrollment. And this fall, we are starting surgical technology at our Covington campus.
Excellent.
Yes, we are very excited about that particular program. So students will have a lot of options in the healthcare programs that are designed to put them right out into the workforce, making a meaningful wage.
And can I ask a question about that? What does the college do as far as recruiting folks from graduating from the college and then going into the workforce?
We have recruiters in an enrollment department right now. We assign a recruiter to a high school.
Good.
We also have a staff member in our enrollment center who works very closely with the high schools, as does the director.
Good.
So we try to engage those students in all of our high schools as much as we possibly can in order to transition them either into a workforce-ready program or into transfer programming. One of the things that I truly love about working in a community college is we get to do the technical training and workforce training, but we also get to do the transfer programming, like the first 2 years for students who might want to go on to University of Memphis, University of Memphis, Lambeth, UTM, Union, wherever they might want to transfer to finish their education. And we really don't care where our students come from or what their background is. We want them to be successful.
How many students do you have on campus there in Dyersburg?
We have approximately 600. Another 600 in Covington, around 100 right now at our Trenton campus.
And
then
we have 600 in Covington?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
The head count and the full-time enrollment at both campuses now are equivalent, but we also have another population that just takes classes online.
Isn't it advantageous, too, for a specific group of students in Tennessee to do those first 2 years at community college? It's financially very advantageous, correct?
I would say it's advantageous for a lot of reasons. Finance certainly is one of them. We've heard a lot about the Tennessee Promise programs.
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Where you can get those first 2 years of school for free.
Did you say, wait, for free?
Sort of.
If it's free, I'll take 3.
There is a caveat. I think that's been the marketing that Tennessee Promise, Tennessee Reconnect for Adults are last dollar scholarships. So if you have money coming from other locations, other scholarships, Pell Grant from the federal government, those are going to pay first. Tennessee Promise pays last. But what those Promise programs have done is actually made Dr. Walker's job even more important than ever before, because we see students maybe who hadn't traditionally planned to go to college, definitely a lot of first-generation students going to college. We want to be there and help them and support them.
Exactly.
But when Tennessee was on that cutting edge of a Promise program that many other states throughout the country modeled themselves on, what we started to see is tuition wasn't the problem. It was part of the problem.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so,
can you hold it thought just
Sure.
a minute? I want to get back to that. We got to get a hard break here. Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data. They don't just provide a phone line, they provide a lifeline. If you're in business, you know how important each call is. So why not use the company that 911, police, and fire departments use, and we use as well, and they never let us down. Lifeline Voice and Data, call today, 731-427-0301. Lifeline Voice and Data, 731-427-0301. Our guest from Dyersburg State, the presidents, Scott Cook, and Amanda Walker, Vice President of Advancement and External Affairs and Interim Director of Athletics. It is 3:31, 76 degrees. When you factor in the heat index, Gina, it feels like it's 78 degrees.
78 degrees.
Lordy, and it's February 28th.
Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. NewsTalkWTN.com and 96.5 FM.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Are you looking to move up in your career, change career paths, or maybe even thinking about finishing that degree you started? Jackson State Community College is here to help you greenlight your career. If you're 23 and older, you may qualify to go to college tuition free through Tennessee Reconnect. Yes, you heard that right, tuition free at Jackson State. Whether you're earning your degree for the first time to advance your career or finishing a degree you already started, Jackson State Community College is here to greenlight your career. It's time to take the next step in earning your degree. Learn how at jscc.edu/reconnect.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Watch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on NewsTalkWestTennessee.com.
See all the Memphis legends, Jerry the King Lawler, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Superstar Bill Dundee, along with stars of today,
The Mid-South Prodigy Bam Bam Bundy, MJ Davis, Mr. Marvelous Mike Mayo, Insane Dane, Big Gravy, The Rocket Josh Benson, Lucky P. Larson, and many, many more.
You can also view TCW on the News Talk West Tennessee app for all your Apple and Android devices.
Catch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday at noon on NewsTalkWTN.com.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Rangers are red, Mustangs are blue, and Jean Langley Ford is ready to help you. Find the car, truck, or SUV you'll fall in love with. Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Jean Langley Ford. We've all heard and seen dating sites, but how about one that matches you to the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams? All this month, visit ValentineCar.com. Enter the make and model you desire, the age and price range, and Jean Langley Ford's Cupid will show you their profiles. And a sweetheart of a deal. And this is one time that test drives aren't just allowed, they're actually encouraged. And rest assured, this is no one-time date either. We have a lifetime warranty, guaranteed financing, and the best service department. So visit ValentineCar.com today. Enter the make, model, age, and price range you're looking for, and you'll have plenty of beauties to choose from. Make this the month you find the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
See dealer for warranty and financing details.
It's always severe weather season in West Tennessee. When severe weather strikes, we're here for you. 96.5 FM, News Talk WTN.com.
Good Tuesday afternoon. My name is Dan Reeves, along with Gina Langley. Joining us in the studio today, the president of Dyersburg State, Scott Cook, is here, and Vice President of Advancement and External Affairs, but wait, there's more, Interim Director of Athletics, Amanda Walker, in the house as we broadcast from the Jean Langley Ford studio in Jackson, Tennessee. Jean Langley Ford is at 3500 Easton Drive in Humboldt. The dealership and service truly built.
Truly built.
John, Jean, Sarah Beth,
Rick
they're all
Jones,
right there.
yeah.
3500 Easton Drive, now straddling Easton Drive on one side of the street. It's the new car division. The other side, the pre-owned division of Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. And when you shop online, you can do that 24/7. Don't even have to do your hair.
Yeah, but you'd want to, you know. Or you would.
I comb my hair with my pillow. I still have some dreams left. Any new car, truck, or SUV that you purchase at JeanLangleyFord.com, you get a lifetime warranty. Now, that's pretty strong right there. Jean Langley Ford Studio and Jean Langley Ford at 3500 Easton Drive in Humboldt. You can break off a phone call. The phone number to get in is 731-265-6496. 731-265-6496. Jackson IV and Wellness Clinic phone line. You may text the program on the Advanced Rehab and Medical text line at 731-800. Text 731-800-8398. AdvancedRehabJackson.com. Dr. Shannon Bone is ranked in the top 10 for chiropractors on planet Earth. That's pretty stout right there.
It's a lot of geography.
Yeah, it is. We reach into 15 counties across West Tennessee as we check the pulse of West Tennessee. Now, by the way, our new website address is newstalk965.com.
How do people download our app, man?
You can go to newstalk965.com. And right there on the front page, you'll see us, the video player, and just to the right of that screen. If you have an Apple product or an Android, you can download right there. Makes it very simple. And on TuneIn Radio, now we're over 5,000 subscribers there. So thank you very much, folks. It's great to be with you.
Thank you.
Promise you that. Hey, Amanda, what all sports do you have at Dyersburg State?
We have men's and women's basketball, softball, baseball, and soccer.
Men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Okay. Do you have a favorite sport? If you do, you probably can't say.
It's probably one of the nationally ranked sports. Apparently, there are several.
I may be a little biased to basketball.
Basketball.
I have a history with the Lady Rebels basketball team at Ole Miss.
Oh,
okay. What's the history there?
So I was a basketball manager there for the Lady Rebels from 97 to 2001.
Well, okay.
And on scholarship.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you go to college on scholarship, Dan?
Yeah, I went to Trump University. Yeah. I was the only one that didn't lose money. So it was a full ride, academic
There's
scholarship.
a lot of scholarship opportunity at Dyersburg State now, right?
There absolutely is.
And y'all have someone to help folks walk through that process, because I'm sure it's daunting.
It is, and that's a very important point that I want to make. You know, we do talk a lot about community college being free, but it's really not free.
What do you mean by that, not free?
Well, we are very thankful for the support that we get from the legislature. Extremely supportive of higher education in Tennessee, and this last dollar scholarship is so important to so many of our students. But they have other issues that can prohibit the ability to attend, to progress, and complete a degree. For some of our students, it's hunger insecurity, food insecurity. For some of our students, it's having to work multiple jobs with a family in order to attend. The cost of books is incredibly expensive. Supplies can be very expensive for students. And so that's why scholarship fundraising is even more important now than it was before. And I'd like for Dr. Walker to sort of pick up with that a little bit and talk about scholarship fundraising and even the process.
Sure.
So, Dr. Walker, are you Dr. Cook, right?
Correct.
If you guys didn't put doctor there, I was just thinking I would put that on everything.
I would too.
Yeah.
Everything.
Congratulations.
Like my shirt sleeve, my hat, doctor.
Yeah. I'd have a necklace.
Yeah, me too.
And,
a belt buckle, probably.
Yes. Dr. Amanda Walker. Now, the response to Dr. Cook's question?
Sure. So, students are facing a lot of challenges these days. And that's where fundraising comes in to help them. And we offer opportunities for students to receive direct scholarships. We also have our DSCC Foundation, which helps raise funding specifically for scholarships for students with need. And those scholarships then help provide a buffer for what Tennessee Promise, or maybe they don't have the GPA to qualify for the Tennessee Promise, then these scholarships pick up. And our great financial aid department works with students to help determine what that need is, and then kind of rank those students in an order that we then can allocate those funds that are available.
Now, the charity arm of the college, do y'all have a big event coming up, or is there usually a certain time of the year where we're doing a drive to go ahead and fund that nonprofit?
Yes, ma'am. We normally do drives in the spring and fall, and those
and
letters.
it's spring today,
yes,
right? Today.
Those letters have already went out. That is on our to-do list to have an annual event for the foundation. However, now that I'm wearing double hats, that has been shifted to next year.
I can't imagine why.
Yes. So, but it is something that we're excited about and looking forward to creating an opportunity to raise more money for our students. Because, just last year with the COVID need, we actually wrote a grant to access $25,000 of emergency relief aid for students. Yeah. And every bit of that grant money was processed out to our students who were in need.
I have just an economic development question. My husband's family owns a Ford dealership. I don't know if y'all caught that vibe.
Gene Langley Ford.
Thank you.
In
it's
Humboldt.
A shameless plug right there. Blue Oval City coming into West Tennessee, and the economic development that is going to happen here that probably it has never happened here ever. Are y'all preparing for that, looking at long-term plans? Because I'm sure the workforce needs are going to be very specific and hopefully large, correct?
Absolutely. And I was actually going to talk about workforce development a little later, so I'll jump in.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's
no
something,
worries.
That's something that's kind of been ignored too much in the past, I think, don't you?
Absolutely. I think we have an opportunity, and especially at Dyersburg State, we are prepared to address that need. We offer currently basic electrical, PLC, motor and motor controls, and Fantic robotic training.
Wow.
And we are actually going through the process of having one of our directors be Fantic trained and certified.
I don't know
by
what
the
that
state.
is. What
So
is that?
It's a
What
big
is that?
credential. So.
What is that?
Is it AI? Do you do AI?
It's robotics.
Robotics. So yes.
So,
So that's-
FANT is an acronym, or okay?
It's the actual name of the machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Showing my ignorance. I'm actually master degreed. I know it's hard to believe at this point.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Would
I'm learning this side of the house too.
Well, yeah, because I keep reading that, as AI continues to develop, we're going to be living out the movie Terminator.
Okay, let's not even talk about that.
Oh, I think we should.
That visual is horrifying, but I get where you're going.
So, yeah, it's, it would be nice to ignore it, but have you heard that, right?
Elon Musk warns about that. If it's weaponized, right? AI.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to do it in Dyersburg State, but I'm just if the military puts in a system and AI, and it determines that the threat is we, the people, then we're going to be going away.
We typically go down these rabbit holes, and here we are yet again. It's man versus the machine, right? It's a Cheeto on the floor, and the Roomba just running right over it and sucking it up, right? Man against machine.
Well, it is to some degree, though. I bring it up to ask this question. As AI continues to develop, there's got to be a balance on how many, is it going to take away this many jobs? Of course, you're in a capitalistic society and have money recirculating in the economy. And the robots don't go out and buy Cheetos. They don't go buy, a gallon of milk. Have you ever thought about that, Doc? What there's got to be at some point a sweet spot that we've got to hit.
Sure. And I think with every age of technology, there are benefits and there are cons. There are things that we worry about and we're afraid of, and there are things that will definitely make our lives better.
Right.
Certainly that is the case, I think, with AI. And I don't believe that we necessarily know enough to be able to make a really good judgment about that now. What I can say is just like every other technological movement that's occurred during and before my lifetime, it's going to affect education.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Edison affected education when he created the phonograph. That's how the first correspondence courses started. And, we've been making changes to how we deliver instruction, how we interact with students ever since.
Right.
But I just don't think we know enough about it. Conversations are starting on higher education campuses. Faculty are very concerned about how this technology could affect education and learning. But we're just going to have to, I think we're going to have to study it and wait and see a little bit.
That's where I was headed with it. So, now, COVID.
That was the right answer, not the Terminator analogy.
Well, it's.
He's a doctor, though. That's why, yeah.
Now, Amanda, the COVID and the students learning from home, that concerned me as well. Now, fear it will paralyze you. And Doc, I think Dr. Cook, I think you kind of referenced that a little bit, because anytime there's new technology like this, it scares some people. And these are questions that have been asked to me on the program. I worry about the social skills. I think it's just very important that we always have brick and mortar buildings, colleges, universities, elementary schools, high schools. Do you think that's very important to work on the social skills where everybody meets from different walks of life, and you learn that there are different people, there are people that think maybe different than you?
Absolutely. Communication is key in any workplace environment. So I definitely think there's an opportunity for us to address those social skills from an academic and even a student affairs perspective. And so getting students to campus is always the best laid plans, but we also understand that we may have students that are capable of working from home and doing their courses online, but we can definitely offer resources through our student affairs division that can be accessible to them.
Dr. Scott, what about you? You think that's very important? Because I know colleges, hey, look, yeah, you want an education, but I think part of that education is meeting people from different walks of life, from different backgrounds.
Understanding different perspectives, having conversation, discussion, absolutely. And what I think we find is online education that has existed in various forms for a very long time now, even going back to those correspondence type courses that I referenced earlier. For some students, that is the best educational pathway for them, and we want to make sure that we provide that opportunity. Without it, they can't advance, they can't better themselves, they can't get the promotion that they want. But for many of our students, they still want some kind of on-ground experience, on-ground engagement. They might take a class or even two online and take everything else on a physical campus. And even some of the students that come in really, really wanting online, they might find out later that really being in a classroom is a better fit for them. And that's one of the reasons that we're looking very, very closely right now at how and when we schedule classes to provide the most opportunity that we can for all potential students.
Dr. Scott Cook is president of Dyersburg State. Amanda Walker. Dr. Amanda Walker is vice president of advancement and external affairs and interim director of athletics. Gina, do you have anything else for the doctors?
I had a note just briefly about a Henry County Center. Could you just elaborate just briefly on exactly what that is?
Yes, we're currently undergoing a service area change with Jackson State through the Tennessee Board of Regents. Dr. George Pimentel has become a very good friend of mine, president of Jackson State. Mm-hmm. He and I have worked with Chancellor Flora Tidings at the Tennessee Board of Regents to realign our service area. Service area doesn't affect students. It's just what the colleges are responsible for in terms of their service. And so we are realigning to go from 5 counties to 9.
Wow.
And we will be picking up Henry County.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to going to Paris, having a full service center there with LPN to RN transition, EMS paramedic, and transfer programming as well. We anticipate having a center in Haywood County for EMS paramedic instruction. But we're really excited about this service change. And I think it will provide us an opportunity to give a little more to our communities, to have a little more opportunity to serve, giving them an opportunity to focus a little bit more on the counties that they have. Traditionally, they've served 14. And from the Board of Regents, it's all about providing the very best higher education experience we can for West Tennessee.
Jackson's called the Hub City. Jackson plays much larger than it is. During the day, we're like 400,000 people in the Gina. Jackson swells to that amount.
For the trade area?
No, in Jackson, people coming to work,
okay.
And so it plays very large. Dyersburg is kind of a smaller version, in my view, because of servicing Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas. So the economy in Dyersburg is maintained, I've noticed. The bulk of your students, I guess, would come from that same region?
From Dyersburg. They're pretty much coming from that region. We do pull some from Lake and Obion County. South Fulton we service. We do see a few students coming from Mississippi.
No way.
Missouri.
Is that the Amanda Walker effect?
I believe
I'm
that
sure
it
it
is.
I'm not sure I have that much.
Ole Miss. I love
Ole Miss.
Yeah. Hugh Freeze used to. You remember Hugh Freeze?
I do.
When he was head coach for Lambeth. I'm sure you knew that before he went to landed at Ole Miss. And I was doing play-by-play. He would come in on the show. He said, "Man, can I come in on the program with you? Bring my daughter." I noticed the other day, she's a grown woman now. Jeez, time flies.
So you're saying you're just old? Is that what
I'm saying Hugh is. No, not me, Hugh.
It's kind of pointing out the obvious, huh?
It's just how fast time flies. And now he's at Auburn. How do you feel about that?
That's a great place for him. I'm glad it's back in the SEC.
Really?
That was diplomatic.
Well, I tell you, you got a future in politics, Amanda. Dr. Walker.
With those politicians.
And Dr. Scott Cook, the president, I think we talked about it. Well, your background, where are you from originally?
I'm originally from southern Middle Tennessee. I grew up in Lynchburg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, very, very small town
Jack
with an
Daniels.
international product. Absolutely. And
They serve lemonade.
yes, they do. Very special brand of lemonade.
Yeah.
And I lived in Murfreesboro for 15 years, served at Motlow State Community College for about 15, and came most recently to Dyersburg State via the Kentucky system. I was in Madisonville, Kentucky as the provost at Madisonville Community College for 4 years prior to coming here.
Well, awesome, man. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And I-69, I assume they're still planning on completing that at some point in our lifetime. And that's going to run right up through Union City, so it's going to come close to Dyersburg. Is that something that factors into the future for Dyersburg State, or how do you feel like that will affect that region? I know the port there, it's what, Chiptonville or in Lake County, something else that plays large there. So Northwest Tennessee is looking good for the future, I think, don't you?
I think there's a lot of things coming together that are going to make us strong for years to come. You mentioned the I-69 corridor and the port. You put that with the developments of Blue Oval City and
You got
not
I-55 there, yeah.
Absolutely. There's so much to be positive about in terms of growth for our future.
Yeah, it's nice up there. Gina, you ever make it up to, I guess the mall's still there, right? But wait, there's more.
What mall? What are we talking about?
The brand new location for the new Blacksmith restaurants.
Absolutely.
You guys been there?
Absolutely, all the time.
Yeah, Jared Page, the managing director there, the managing partner. Have you met him?
I have not.
He's fantastic. If you see him, tell him I said hello. Nobody ever heard of him until me. I put him on the map. No, he did a great job.
Always goes back to Dan Reeves.
He did a wonderful job at the original Blacksmith location downtown Jackson. And so that is gorgeous. Beth, the owner, you guys know Beth?
No.
Not.
Do you feel like I'm name dropping, Gina?
It's painfully obvious, actually. I'm sitting over here cringing as I'm going through my emails.
Wonderful people, just wonderful people there at the Blacksmith restaurant. So it is great, isn't it?
It is.
I feel very fortunate to have that caliber of restaurant in our community.
In Dyersburg, Tennessee. Dr. Scott Cook, President of Dyersburg State, and Dr. Amanda Walker, Vice President of Advancement and External Affairs and Interim Director of Athletics at Dyersburg State. It's great to see you guys again.
Thanks for
Truly
coming
an
on,
honor to
guys.
be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so basketball season is still going on, I guess. Is it tournament time for Dyersburg State?
It is. We're heading to tournament on Friday. Our men's basketball team is currently 15-10. Our women's basketball team is 13-15. And our baseball teams have started up, and softball as well. Baseball is currently 11-7 in the overall, and softball is 6-2. And we are excited to be full force moving ahead with the season.
Well, that is awesome. Yeah, that's.
I also wanted to put a note in. Our soccer team recently was our TCCAA Region 7 tournament runner-up this year. And we had our very own Carissa Carvella be the NJCAA Division I champion for saves this year.
Well,
A lot to be excited about at Dyersburg State.
it sounds
Absolutely.
like. What's the website, Amanda?
www.dscc.edu.
dscc.edu. Dr. Scott Cook, President, and Dr. Amanda Walker, Vice President, Advancement, External Affairs, and Interim Director of Athletics, Dyersburg State. Great to see you two. We'll chat with you again real soon.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. Correspondent Julie Walker reports a snowstorm hit the New York area Monday evening into Tuesday morning.
New York City woke up to its biggest snowfall of the season. 2 to 5 inches fell across the 5 boroughs, according to the National Weather Service, but places like Manhattan barely got any, and most of it did not stick on the heavily traveled streets and sidewalks, instead turning into a mushy, wet mess for the morning commute. In the outer boroughs, like the Bronx and Brooklyn, there was more accumulation, with residents dusting off cars and cleaning sidewalks of any snow.
Meanwhile, a winter storm warning covering parts of Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Rhode Island With heavy snow forecast, Boston could get 5 inches. According to the Weather Service, as much as 10 inches could fall in western Massachusetts, northwest Connecticut, and southern Vermont. The Supreme Court heard arguments in a legal fight over President Biden's plan to wipe away or reduce student loans. That plan estimated to cost $400 billion, a decision expected by late June from the court. Also at townhall.com, the clock is ticking on TikTok. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The White House is giving all federal agencies 30 days to remove the Chinese-owned social media app from all government devices. The Office of Management and Budget calls the guidance a critical step forward in addressing the risks presented by the app to sensitive government data. Some agencies, including the Pentagon and State Department, already have restrictions in place. Here at the White House, TikTok is banned on government devices. Greg Clugston, the White House.
And on Wall Street, stocks finishing lower. The Dow off 234 points. The Nasdaq was down 11. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I'm Corey, and this is my story. I was going through some financial troubles paying off my credit cards. I was paying high interest rates, and it just wasn't getting any better. And I knew I had to do something. So my mom told me about Trinity, and so I decided to call. Trinity was able to do something that I couldn't. I'm paying off my debt. I'm saving thousands, and things are really looking up. I promise you guys, you will not regret it when you call Trinity, because it was such a relief and less stress in my life, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself, because once I called Trinity, they took care of me, and I felt such a relief, a weight off my shoulders. Trinity was great to work with. They wanted to help me. I love it.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
I'm Corey, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
China says it's been open and transparent in the search for the origin of COVID-19.
COVID-19 has killed almost 7 million people worldwide, but we still don't know exactly how it started. That question's gotten new attention, and now an angry China is pushing back against any talk that the pandemic likely began there in a leak from a lab. The U.S. Department of Energy concluded that, although with low confidence, according to a classified report, U.S. officials and members of Congress say China has not been entirely cooperative in the search for the origins of COVID. Beijing is now saying politicizing the issue of virus tracing will not smear China, but will only damage the U.S.'s own credibility. I'm Rita Foley.
Hong Kong lifting its mask mandate on Wednesday. That ends the city's last major restriction imposed during the COVID-19 pandemic. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. Correspondent Mike Hippen reports that although the government reported a 3% increase in retail sales in January, consumer confidence appears to be waning.
Americans increased their spending at stores and restaurants at the fastest pace in nearly 2 years in January. But the Conference Board says consumers appear to be showing signs of pulling back their spending, especially on big-ticket items such as cars, major appliances, and homes. Plans to take vacations also were dialed back in February.
A JetBlue pilot had to take evasive action while landing at Boston's Logan International when another aircraft crossed an intersecting runway. A close call occurred Monday when the pilot of the Learjet 60 took off without clearance as a JetBlue flight was preparing to land on an intersecting runway. An investigation is underway. More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm John Scott.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom handmade jewelry to suit your taste or melt down your old stuff and create something completely new. Grover has over 35 years as a certified jeweler with while you wait services that include free jewelry cleaning, fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs, and of course, Grover. KingJewelersJackson.com, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from The Range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got the treatment and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. It's from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
It's always severe weather season in West Tennessee. When severe weather strikes, we're here for you. 96.5 FM, newstalkwtn.com.
This is not headline news. Courtney Cox got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday. And just before that, she went to her doctor and got an expression of joy molded on her face. Tom Brady reportedly wants to try being a stand-up comic. Guess Brady wants to get people to laugh by doing something other than wearing Ugg boots. Researchers found a link between air pollution and illness, and another one between air supply and terrible taste in music. And a new season of Major League Soccer has begun, and so has another season of everyone ignoring Major League Soccer. This is not headline news.
Good morning, everyone. It's a crazy morning over here.
Now, what have you got for me?
We got a big show for you. Big show.
All right. When is it?
It was yesterday.
You're kidding. Doesn't anyone do anything on Tuesdays anymore? Wait. It is today.
It's Tuesday.
Hey, it's Tuesday. I'm just a rock rocking and a rolling.
Welcome to the show.
It's showtime.
Good Tuesday afternoon. It's 11 minutes past 4 Central Standard Time. Well, the time change, that's going to be coming up really soon. It's in March.
Real soon, isn't it?
It is.
Like in
it's
the next week, I think.
Well, you know what? I'll take the guesswork out of it. I think you're going to do. Of course, Larry, he's over there chomping at the bit to run down the weather forecast. Larry Newman is here. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Reed.
Did I tell you, or did you hear me say last night? You know, we were in Chester. Gina Langley's here, the lovely Gina Langley. Hi, Gina.
Hey, Danny.
And the lovely Cole.
Our intern.
Yes. Gina's trying to by the way, you know his parents.
His mom's an attorney, right?
Yes, she is an attorney.
I'm just trying to get him to go to
attorney.
Chick-fil-A across the street. I'm hungry.
It's 4 lanes of traffic. He's just a boy.
He looks like he's 20.
Hey, Cole, last year he looked like he was 12 years old. I see him this year and he looks like a grown man.
He is just a
He's handsome,
lovely
isn't he?
gentleman. He's just a lovely, lovely intern we have.
Cole?
Yeah?
He's going to go to Chick-fil-A for me.
You're definitely going to Chick-fil-A now, aren't you?
I guess so.
Man, I tell you.
Don't let her sweet talk you.
Don't listen to him.
She's love bombing you. That's the first. That's the first phase. Once she finishes off the Chick-fil-A, then she'll discard you.
He's talking about narcissistic behavior.
An early education. Cole, it's great to see you, man.
Good to see you too, Dan.
Yeah, he just got offered a job at Jackson State to announce baseball games.
Dyersburg State.
I'm sorry, Dyersburg State.
Yes, he did.
Pardon me,
right there in the
doctors,
lobby. He's like negotiating a deal.
Yeah, it's well, you want me to represent you? I can work out a deal. You know who Elvis Presley?
He'll take 20%. Don't do it.
20%. I'm talking about a Colonel Tom Parker Elvis type deal.
50% in your soul.
Cole Snyder is in the house. His mom is Angela Snyder. His daddy-o is Carl Snyder. Snyder Farms. Boy, that's nice out there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I have gone to a few events out there. That is really nice.
Yes. Same here. I see you out there quite. Remember I cut a Christmas tree out there a few years ago?
Oh, yeah? I do.
Yeah.
You did what?
First time I cut a Christmas tree in my
Stand
life.
out there and chop down one of our trees.
Yep.
Well, that's okay.
It wasn't my idea.
I'm sure it was.
The way Emily grew up, they could.
What was her name? Was my next question.
Emily. They could not. They were not allowed to
cut trees down.
No, they couldn't celebrate Christmas.
Oh.
So she wanted a real tree. I was like, I don't think they have them around here. She said, I'm calling Angela, and Carl said, yeah, come on out. I was like,
there you are with an axe.
But
it's quite cold outside.
We cut one down. And trying to judge it for the living room, and here's what I learned.
Measure.
Don't judge a tree when it's standing next to other trees, really big trees, because it looks a lot smaller in the forest than it does in the living room.
That's interior decorating 101. Measure.
So I had to cut it up like 3 times once we got it home. You ever done that, Larry?
No, I got it right the first time because I measured it.
See?
You measured a tree.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah. I measured the length I needed. And
you know why? Close your ears.
I'm spontaneous.
I'm
spontaneous.
Size matters. That's why, Dan.
I guess so. I'm spontaneous, though.
But spontaneous combustion, you don't want to be that.
Jeez,
that's a little flat, didn't it? We are sorry. I mean, here you are. We're trying to make a good impression with the youth of America.
That's right.
And that's what we got.
Let's move over to the Weather Center. Dr. Larry Newman is standing by for a look at the weather today. The barometric pressure in Bemis Hello there, Dr. Newman. How's the weather? Well, it's 76 degrees. I'm showing right here. What are you looking at on the Doppler, the color-coded Doppler?
Well, everything is clear and sunny.
It's spring, isn't it?
Oh, gosh.
It is, for real. It's really, really spring.
Been a very, very nice day. Tonight, mostly clear this evening, then becoming partly cloudy, lows in the mid-50s, south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour tonight. The barometric pressure in Bemis is 29.77.
I was worried about
that.
that.
They can rest easy. And in the 10-day forecast, tomorrow, a 50% chance of storms all day.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a buzzkill as we sit here and go, it's spring, it's spring, it's spring.
70, well, it rains in the spring. 74.
He's getting snarky over there all of a sudden. What happened?
Yeah, lose that attitude, would you?
I have an attitude because he called me about 5 o'clock this morning and saying, man, you got to help me with the weather. You just got to give me some pointers. I'm like, dude.
Chuck,
does he have
Chuck
a cell
called
phone?
you. He really called you at 5 this morning. I don't believe that.
Yeah. He said it on his show today. That he called me.
We'll have to go to the replay.
Whatever. Okay.
Well, whatever.
Now what?
Tomorrow, 74 for the high, 59 for the low Wednesday night. Thursday, more rain. 68 for the high, 63 for the low. That'll get us for the next couple of days. It's going to be rain.
We have to go to Chuck Walker's background for Walker
I know.
Talks. The
Why
camera
do we have that
disappeared.
behind our head?
Well,
Chuck Walker?
I was trying to bring Larry in with the
On
guest
the digital
camera,
TV?
and so with that, it all went away on the.
So now our banner says Walker Talks with Chuck Walker.
It's either that or we're not on the camera. So
well, if it says Walker Talks over my head, I hope I'm not on camera.
What did you do to her, Larry?
I let her sit in my chair.
That's what did it. Cole,
you know that was funny. That was like he's laughing over here. That
Cole
was funny.
he does not offer up any complimentary laughs. You have.
Did Hernan and he giggled. I saw it.
What? Wait a minute.
There we are with the correct name. Your name. It's your name on top of
Josh got
the
in
banner
there.
now.
Josh got in there, evidently.
Larry, why don't we have any billing? The Dan Reeves Show, that's literally that in Gene Langley Ford Studio. We're getting no credit whatsoever, Larry.
It's Cole, if you don't talk with him, Cole's going on there too. It's going to be the Dan and Cole show.
That didn't come up in the office meeting
You
this
like
week.
that, Cole?
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Cole
want
said
some
you
recognition.
got to earn it.
I have, and right next to the Gene Langley Ford Studio, I'd like it to say Gina Langley right there.
Now, you see, Cole, what she's doing is playing a victim here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because she's sat in Larry's chair. Larry's a professional victim. He cries many times before he's ever hurt.
Cole, I sat in Larry's chair. You feel sorry for me, don't you, Cole?
The chair.
You feel sorry I had to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, and it's the Weather Center. And I'm going, okay, I have my cell phone. It's the best I can do.
Well, he's got a Doppler. We have a Doppler.
I don't have a Doppler.
We
Larry
have a
does.
Doppler. No, Larry does it. We do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. You think Larry bought a Doppler?
I don't know.
No, he didn't buy a Doppler.
I know it's pretty
Folks,
out today.
It is beautiful outside. It's what they call a Chamber of Commerce day. Kyle Spurgeon posted on social media. Let me read this to you, folks. I mean, this is great news. By the way, you can join us here. The phone number to get in is 731-265-6496. That's the phone number. Brought to you by Jackson IV and Wellness Clinic. 731-265-6496. Get up in here.
Did you say get up in here?
Get up in here.
Get up in here.
The text line is 731-800-TEXT, 731-800-8398. As we broadcast in the Gene Langley Ford Studio in Jackson, Tennessee.
Woohoo.
Now, Gene Langley Ford, the dealership, is at 3500 East End Drive in Humboldt. Now, straddling East End Drive, they get a wide stance. On one side of the street, it's the new car division. The other side, the pre-owned division of Gene Langley Ford. And when you shop online, and you can do that 24/7, you get a lifetime warranty with any new car, truck, or SUV purchase from Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt.
It's the dealership that's service built.
That it is. You can even set your service visits online at GeneLangleyFord.com. Larry, before I forget, last night went to the men's room because that's what men do. And this fella said, "Hello, Newman."
No way.
Yeah, he did.
In the bathroom.
Yes,
that came up in the bathroom.
Yeah, and I said, how you doing, sir? He said, "Are you Larry Newman?" I said, "No, thank God, no." And he said, "I thought you were Larry Newman." I said, "I'm not Larry Newman, for crying out loud," but he's never had a better compliment in his life. But no, Larry listens every day. His name is Charlie Rich.
All right.
Charlie Rich
like
is
the
the name.
country music?
Just like him, only different. Charlie Rich. And he said he was childhood friends with Bud Forever Young. I said, "What was Bud like when he was young?" He said, "As crazy as he is now." I said, "Thank God." I didn't want him to ruin that reputation. But the good news on that Kyle Spurgeon. Kyle is the president and CEO of the Greater Jackson Chamber of Commerce. Now, I don't know how Ray Condry feels about that, since it expanded from just the Jackson Chamber to the Greater Jackson Chamber of Commerce. I don't know if that would fall in the same category as Metro Jackson. And we got to get Ray back in here. By the way, the mayoral debate is going to be March 23rd, and it's going to be at Jackson Northside High School Auditorium. It is beautiful, and we'll have all the candidates right there.
It's exclusive.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
7 p.m., and we'll have it all on our digital TV network at News Talk 965.com. You'll be able to watch it in living color and also be right here on News Talk 96.5 FM.
You can watch it on your phone.
You can, our app. If it's Apple and if it's Android products, you certainly can watch it there as well. We'll get into lizard people and
we are
also
why are we
some
going
other
to talk
things.
about that?
What do you have? What do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about lizard people.
Well, no. What do you want? What do you have on your
you
mind?
want to talk about how pretty the weather is? I can go on and on and on.
We already
about
did that.
I can continue.
But it's
I don't
we're
like
trying
that
to draw a mass
Puxatawny
audience,
Phil.
though.
That Puxatawny Phil's an idiot.
Yes. Now, Larry's already covered the weather, Gina. Everybody talks about the weather cold. Nobody does anything about it.
You want to talk about my grandson's going to be up here shortly? Silas Rush Smith.
Be nice to meet him.
He's just pure.
I've met him before.
Pleasure, joy to be
around. How old
around.
is Silas now?
He's almost 1. Happiest baby you'll ever meet in your life.
Almost 1 would be how many?
He'll be. He's 11 months old.
He's 11. Okay, 11 months old. And so Silas will be in the house.
In the house. His mom and dad are going to the Grizzlies game.
Who the Grizz have tonight, Larry? Do you know?
I don't know.
We'll check that in sports. Stand by for news. You know, you're a Grizz fan.
I'm a Celtics fan.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
The Celtics suck.
But I mean, why?
We are number 1 right now.
It's in the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is like the
Who
junior
cares about
division.
the West?
That's the best division.
No.
That's where the champion comes from.
Not this year.
You kidding me? The Lakers not even they're not even the playoffs. Melissa,
they're not in this year.
Magic Johnson retired. Okay, do what? Oh, the Memphis plays the Lakers.
Playing at the
okay.
FedEx Forum.
Okay, I thought you were saying it was a favorite team.
My favorite team's Southside Lady Hawks.
They don't play in the NBA.
My favorite
Larry.
team are the USJ Bruins.
Yeah, they don't play in the NBA either. But
they should though.
The Southside Lady Hawks would probably beat the Celtics. They're 28-0.
I feel like you're antagonizing our intern.
You want to talk about how the Grizzlies are doing this season, Dan?
I thought they're doing well.
Yeah, they are.
What are you talking about? He's fact checking.
They just beat the snot out of Denver.
They did, but that's Denver.
Yeah, the number 1 seed, the best record in the NBA. What do you mean that's Denver? Nicole?
He's all
Be
about
careful
some
now.
statistics. Don't make him upset, Danny. He's going to Chick-fil-A for me.
If he gets upset for me, look at this.
Who's that?
That's Susie.
Oh, we're
That's
looking
a
at
memory.
our Facebook, and there's Dan's cat, Susie.
No, that's my Facebook. And,
we're on your personal
and this
Facebook?
Was,
Ooh, scroll down.
And this was
What have you been up to?
this was 8 years ago. I was leaving from Miami, and
She's like,
that's
"No,
my
you're
old
not."
house. Yeah, she wanted to go as well. By the way, I posted that. I said something like, Susie wants to go to Miami, and Rhonda posted, yeah, she's not the only one. Selfish.
You had all kinds of women mad at you that day.
Oh yeah, those two especially. Okay, so no, I want to pull up what Kyle posted earlier. Kyle Spurgeon, the president
Yes.
and the CEO of the Greater Jackson Chamber of Commerce, because it is, Regina, remarkable numbers when it comes down to the impact of Blue Oval
I know.
City.
It's West Tennessee has never had the opportunity for the economic growth that we're about to experience.
And Ford, Larry, as you know, this is the largest investment they've ever made.
I know it.
In the U.S.
Now they're doing it here and they're doing it in Kentucky too, correct?
Well,
it was like 11 billion.
Not the size. I think this is the largest here in West Tennessee. Here it is.
$1 billion region.
Location matters. Being in the middle of a $1 billion position, Jackson and West Tennessee, for even more exciting growth, suppliers are and will be making decisions about where to locate to most effectively serve one or more of these companies. Hashtag Tennessee, hashtag economic developments, hashtag Jackson TN, Kyle says. So in Alabama, here's why Kyle's saying $1 billion region. In Alabama, First Solar Inc., they invested $1.1 billion.
Right.
In Arkansas, U.S. Steel, $3 billion. In Kentucky, Blue Oval SK Battery Park, $5.8 billion. Envision AE. Geez, I really don't have my glasses.
That's the excuse I'd use.
I can't see that. What is
I can't see it from here.
That's an E. It's four numbers, 4 letters. Not just. I was looking at 3. AESC, $2 billion. Gina and I known each other so long we didn't need readers when we first met. In Mississippi, Steel Dynamics, $2.5 billion. And in Tennessee, Blue Oval City, $5.6 billion. LG Chemical, $3.2 billion. Altium,
$2.3 billion.
$2.3 billion. So Jackson's right in the heart of this. So this is very, very exciting to look at this and looking at the projection of the growth here in Jackson and West Tennessee, and to see how it's developing and the way that the infrastructure has improved. Certainly with I-40 is such I-40, and also the interchange at I-40 and the bypass leading to Casey Jones Village. Remember how dangerous that used to be? Oh, geez.
It's still kind of screwy. The way they set that up is kind of screwy.
I think it's they made it very, very. It's like there's a road in plain English. If you want to turn into Casey Jones, you get your own turn lane there.
Oh, yeah. It's still kind of screwed up, but whatever.
Well, now that for a man though, would you say, Larry? It's pretty easy, but we're good with the directions though. Men are. When you say Cole. Cole said no comment.
I have Google Maps.
Cole, you can't plead the fifth.
You've
been around your mom too much. Pleading the fifth on a talk show.
I do not recall, and I need an attorney.
Oh yeah.
Do you have an attorney on speed dial? When Angela Snyder's your mom, I guess she considers herself to be on retainer for life.
One would think.
So that's great news there. Now,
who pulled that off? That's quite a deal right there in our region.
It's.
Do you know the backstory? I do not.
If you don't, how this all came together?
Forgive me. Yeah.
No, it was because the groundwork was laid by the mega site.
Who did that?
And it's been that's been out there for how long? It's been over a decade now.
Oh, wow.
And people became restless and were continuing to be told that, hey, just be patient. The same thing happened in Chattanooga before they landed Volkswagen. So I think that was the brainchild of maybe, was it Jimmy Nafee and that bunch involved, and the Democrats were in charge? I can't remember how.
We'll Google it.
Who
we'll get
first
Cole to Google it.
Who cares? I mean, it was Nafee. It was what was the other guy? Wilder. I think it was some of Wilder's property. You remember Wilder? John Wilder. He was.
The reason I asked someone
in the state legislature, for a long time, he was very powerful out of West Tennessee here, Brownsville, Covington area.
I was talking to an acquaintance of mine about Blue Oval City and economic development here in West Tennessee, and his comment was, "Well, that's all government subsidy money. We're paying for it." So
who said that?
Just somebody I'd rather not
you don't say their name.
Yeah, but I need to do a little homework and get more educated on it.
He's talking about the economic incentives to bring
industry here.
Yeah, it's unfortunately we didn't set the rules. We just kind of playing by those, and there is a point to be made with that.
Let's hear it.
Now, it's the point that these companies make. Look, we're going to we're investing $5.4 billion. Right.
But
do your part. So there is something to the public-private partnership. When it's done right, it benefits the bulk of the people. I think in this case, this will be something obviously to benefit the bulk of West Tennesseans.
Well, I'm thrilled about it.
It's a game changer.
Totally.
So now, but the same thing. Why I really have a problem with it is when they build these new stadiums, like in Nashville.
Right. Nissan Stadium?
Yeah, because that's done with subsidies. But the real problem I have with it is the real welfare queens, and that's the military-industrial complex. It's also, it's the big oil companies. It's big pharmaceutical. Those are the real welfare queens there. Right. That's where the big problem is. Now, you can go after the single mothers who depend on WIC to feed their kids if you want to, but the real welfare queens, that's the corporations. And now they present themselves as heroic job creators.
Oh, I know. And then the politicians, you have all those breaking ground and smiling pictures.
In reality, you know who the only people that creates jobs? Consumers.
Right. Well, and then
we really are the heroic job creators.
We are the heroic job creators. We have folks like Dyersburg College in here today talking about, trade programs as in electricians and different things that have really fallen on the wayside over the past, few decades. And, vocation school being really important again, and positions like welding paying in Miami. And this statistic is dated, but $150,000 a year to be a welder in Miami.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, what was the point of that again?
The point was that all of these new jobs are coming here, and we need skilled labor in order to support the demand that's happening.
True. It's very true.
And Dyersburg College is providing that service.
Dyersburg
you didn't follow
State.
any of that when I was rattling that off?
Yeah, I followed that, but what was the deal with $150 to weld in Miami?
Trades like electricians, welders, those jobs are paying more than ever. And colleges like Dyersburg College are providing
State.
I'm sorry, Dyersburg State.
Yes.
Providing that kind of education again, and it being in the forefront.
That's right. Good, great. Excellent point. Yeah, you've got to have the workforce that's educated to do those jobs. Yeah, absolutely. Now, there was a fatal shooting we wanted to get to here in Jackson.
When was this?
Going to get to that. After last week's fatal shooting, now questions have been asked about when you can use lethal self-defense. Now, Thursday morning, a guest on Daybreak is an old friend of mine, and he's one of the big dogs, and he's certainly done a lot of great things for firearms in Tennessee, with the TFA, Tennessee Firearms Association. Richard Archie will be on Daybreak at 6:30 Thursday morning, and Richard Archie will be a guest here on the program with us Friday. It's I think 3:30. He'll be here with us on this program. Now, the question, it was February. Christina's coming in. Hey. Oh, she is coming in. I thought I was gonna to strong arm you. Hey, Cole, you mind getting out of here for a minute? I don't want to be rude, but get out of here, would you? And
just put it right there.
He's just an intern. Don't worry about it. By the way, did you just bring some Chick-fil-A in, Christina? That's Cole's. Oh,
Cole's gonna
Christina,
get my debit card and go get us some Chick-fil-A, baby.
Cole, what'd you do there? Will you raise that mic up? Here's the man right here, Silas.
Silas Rush.
Silas Rush.
Broadcasting from the Gene Langley Ford Studios here at News Talk 96.5.
Yes, he is. And Greg, cover your ears. So, Christina, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
Good.
So you guys are going. We need to get Greg in here too. Larry, beat it, would you? Let's get. No, it's Greg. So you're going to the Grizzlies take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you a Grizzlies fan or a Lakers fan?
I guess a Grizzlies fan. I don't really.
You
care
guess
either
it.
way.
You sound shaky. I'll be honest with you.
I don't really care either way.
That's not a good attitude. That's not what I was looking for. Are you a fan of the Grizzlies, Greg?
Grizzlies fan.
See, you need to go. Greg's got a good attitude about this.
He does.
Greg always has a good attitude.
Go Grizz. Yeah, you're just looking to have some fun, aren't you?
Yes, I'm excited to get out.
They have a date night and Gigi's
date
babysitting.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first date night
this is
since
the
the
first
baby
date
arrived.
night since the baby.
That's 11 months.
I know.
So Mommy
I'm
and
a
Daddy
nervous
are going to go see the
Man.
Grizzlies, and Gigi and Silas are going to hang out.
Did you choose to go to the Grizzlies game, or would you rather go to? Are you more like your mom, like to go to maybe the Orpheum?
No, I like going to the Grizzlies game.
It's exciting.
It is,
I love
it's
going to
fun.
the Grizzlies game too.
They do a wonderful job with a production on game day, don't they? Have you been to a game?
I haven't been to a game in a while. Probably been a couple of years.
You guys have good seats.
Also, forward.
So who's going to win tonight? Are the
Ford,
Lakers good this year? I don't even know. No? Cole's like, no.
There's
a lot of talking that's been happening between those two teams.
Yeah. So Christina, you look great on camera. Look at there. And this is Silas.
Silas Rush, broadcasting from the Gene Langley Ford Studios at News Talk 96.5.
I gotta go.
Jackson.
You had a chance to. It's a battle of Ford, the family of Ford.
No, it's never a battle. It's simply a car dealership.
But no, wait, because Christina is married
to Greg, who's
Steve
family
Marsh
owns
Ford,
Steve Marsh Ford,
right?
And then I'm
married
related to Gene Langley Ford, and they're both in Gibson County, which basically they're direct competitors, and we get a lot of mileage off that.
It's
Ba-dum-bum.
Big Chris. You know who the big winner? Christina is the big winner here.
I don't know. I am. I have all these grandbabies that are so perfect.
I should have threw you in the water instead of your sister. No, it's that's a great looking kiddo right there, y'all. Hope you guys have a great time.
Are you
tonight.
going to hyperventilate? So I didn't know this is the first time you've left the baby like this.
Don't worry, Christina. Larry and I'll watch him.
Oh my goodness.
We'll take care of him.
Are you? Oh gosh, she's going to text me 850 times. I've raised 4 children.
Christina,
this is not
Christina,
my first rodeo.
Do you have time
she's
to run by?
Cry.
Do you have
she's
time
to
to
go cry?
Do you have time to run by Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I got it.
Christina.
Cole's got me, dude. I'm hungry.
I tell you what, this will help you out. This will make you.
You ought to download the app though and do a carry.
Okay,
so it's ready.
I'm depending on you to keep me hip, Cole. That's what I tell my grandchildren.
Download the app for what?
For Chick-fil-A.
That's what we always do. You can just get.
Oh, they'll deliver?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, actually, yeah, they will.
They might.
They will deliver.
Okay, so listen, I know the manager over there. He started calling me seriously when he was a little kid. Chris Pope.
Really?
Yeah, he was grandson of remember Weaver's Small Engines. Hurricane Katrina is his mom. Chris and Katrina. Yep. Andrew P. He was calling me when he was a kid. He said, it's Andrew P. Now he's the manager of Chick-fil-A. See what happens when you listen to this program? You go places. Christina, I hope you guys have a great time.
She's going to cry.
We'll keep an eye on him, I promise.
Did you put all this stuff in my vehicle?
It is 4:40 on the program. We got to get a quick time out here. We'll come back, take these phone calls that are holding, and whatever's on your mind. But we'll get to the story. The shooting on February the 20th in North Madison County. A 22-year-old was fatally shot by a homeowner. Tisha Starks, fatally shot. And according to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, there was a dispute between the homeowner and Starks about the custody of her child. We'll have more on this story when we return. And now what's brewing, and the question is being asked, with this fatal shooting, people are asking about lethal self-defense. When is it appropriate and when is it not? We'll talk about that when we return here on the. We'll talk about that when we return here on the program in just 1 minute. Now, also, when we come back, we'll check with Larry on the weather. We're going to be out tonight at Chester County High School Region 6 tournament tonight. It's the boys. Last night, it was Southside putting a rented mule on Chester County, and South Gibson put a rented mule on McNary. So Southside and South Gibson girls meet tomorrow night at 7 for the region title.
Wow.
That means a home game for the sub-state. So after that, there's only one step. After the region championship, Wednesday night, only one step between those two teams and an appearance in the state tournament in Murfreesboro. So both those teams could wind up in the state tournament.
Very exciting.
That is the same. Southside has beat them all 3 meetings this year. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. But tonight, it's the boys. We got both games tonight. South Gibson, McNary, Chester County, and Hardin County all tonight here on News Talk 96.5 FM. And you'll be able to watch those games as well on Chester County's MFHS feed. We're going to be doing the play-by-play for that network as well tonight. Tonight, me and the G Units. So we invite you to listen tonight as we hit the air around 6 p.m. from Chester County High School, which Brandon Pipkin and all those folks down there do a wonderful job hosting these basketball tournaments. That's a great gymnasium. You ever been there, Cole?
Nope.
What about you, Gina? Chester County High School.
No.
Fantastic.
On their football field. I've never been inside the gym.
It's a great gym. You been there, Larry?
Yes, I have.
Nice gym, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's. I'll be hitting the hospitality suites.
Are you
early
leaving
and
today, or is this tomorrow?
Just tonight.
Tonight you have to
the
leave?
Boys. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's going to be me, Larry, and Silas running the show?
No, we'll be here till around. I'll be here till around 5:30.
Okay.
The unit's headed down a bit early, and he'll join. He'll join you and Larry around 5 or 5:30, and I'll take off and head down there.
Okay.
That's a great kid right there.
Good kid.
Good kid. Talking about Cole.
Silas Rush.
Silas Rush.
And Cole, for that matter. Good kids.
4:43. It's Troy Polamalu past the hour. Be right back.
Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. NewsTalkWTN.com and 96.5 FM. Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking something more sparkly.
Wow, congratulations. How many carats do you think he'll spring forward?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Automark bling.
At 45 Automark, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say,
"Show me the bling."
And carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CRV over the threshold for $11,900, or pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Megadigger with a sappy sales spiel and false love sting when every drive-in your Forever 45 ride will give you the feels like a sweet romance with 1,000 off because you said,
show me the bling.
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Auto Mart today. Wear your 1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Rangers are red, Mustangs are blue, and Gene Langley Ford is ready to help you. Find the car, truck, or SUV you'll fall in love with. Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford. We've all heard and seen dating sites, but how about one that matches you to the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams? All this month, visit ValentineCar.com. Enter the make and model you desire, the age and price range, and Gene Langley Ford's Cupid will show you their profiles. And a sweetheart of a deal. And this is one time that test drives aren't just allowed, they're actually encouraged. And rest assured, this is no one-time date either. We have a lifetime warranty, guaranteed financing, and the best service department. So visit ValentineCar.com today. Enter the make, model, age, and price range you're looking for, and you'll have plenty of beauties to choose from. Make this the month you find the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
See dealer for warranty and financing details.
The Rocket is coming to Jackson April 13th, Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be the guest at the 4th annual benefit to the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Roger Clemens has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards, 354 wins, and 4,672 strikeouts. Clemens' career spanned 24 years with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and Astros. The 11-time All-Star, winning 2 World Series with the New York Yankees. Silent auction is huge with sports celebrity memorabilia along with hunts, duck calls, vacation packages, restaurant packages, and more. Follow posts on Facebook mentioning items leading up to the event. Call 731-217-7187, 731-217-7187 for table sponsor or ticket information. Brought to you by Work Care Resources and News Talk 96.5 FM and NewsTalkWTN.com.
.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Let's face it, people want to feel loved, appreciated, and pampered. Beauty to the Bone has a mission and a purpose to help you look and feel beautiful inside and out. From facials to Botox, fillers, lasers, IV therapy, functional medicine, and all in between, we've got you covered. Book your appointment today to feel your very best tomorrow.
Book your appointment today. Call 731-300-9103. That's 731.
Copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
News Talk West Tennessee includes NewsTalk965.com and NewsTalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you. It's always severe weather season in West Tennessee. When severe weather strikes, we are here for you. 96.5 FM, NewsTalkWTN.com.
6:51 in the program. Good Tuesday afternoon. It is a very good Tuesday afternoon. 75 degrees.
It's beautiful.
Can you believe this, Gina?
I love it. It is just heavenly outside.
Dan Reeves, Gina Langley, Larry Newman, Silas Rush. What's a good-looking kiddo right there?
Yes, my grandson.
Larry is? I was talking about Larry.
No, I was talking about Silas Rush Smith as we broadcast live from the Gene Langley Ford Studios, News Talk 96.5.
And
Having fun with that.
Talk965.com. By the way, it's my old friend Andy. Who's Andy? Andy Ogles. He is a U.S. Congressman recently elected out of Middle Tennessee. We're going to get to that story.
Okay.
But wait, there's more. The Tennessee Holler. I'm going to reach out to them, see if they'll come on. But they're reporting something on Governor Bill Lee, because we're getting texts about it and saying, why are you not covering this? Well, I was kind of waiting to around for some, but Tennessee Holler today reporting that Governor Bill Lee, he loses his temper at the Tennessee Holler over his drag history. Now, I'm serious. They're reporting
Wait,
this.
who?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's Knoxville PD let a woman die, and Andy Ogles busted again, it says here. And Andy's a friend of mine. He's been on the show several times. We're going to reach out to Andy, but the Tennessee Holler, it's said Governor Bill Lee loses cool when we show up with a yearbook photo of him dressed as a woman in 1977.
Wait a second. What?
It's now I think it was a high school, like a
womanless beauty
here
review.
It is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a
Danny.
womanless beauty review.
Oh
and he was under he was under the name of Hard Luck Woman. Now,
oh my God.
It's sir, that's not really the same though, is it, Larry? A womanless beauty review at a drag queen show.
It's exactly the same.
Is it really?
Well, actually, no. It's much less effort and art involved, but I think the basic premise is the same.
But here's what the Tennessee Holler said: we don't judge the governor for this. Hell, we encourage it. Let your freak flag fly. But this pick is exceedingly relevant because Lee is getting ready to sign a bill that was just passed by Republicans in the legislature, which would essentially make it a felony to be a drag performer anywhere kids might be able to see you, which is, of course, the entire state.
Is there going to be a statute of limitations on that?
It's one of 26 bills targeting LGBTQ community in Tennessee. Republicans will push back and say you have to be doing something obscene for the law to apply, but we already have obscenity laws, which means this new law is really intended to outlaw any behavior this Republican supermajority feels is, quote, harmful to minors, close quote, which is how they view the entire LGBTQ community. So, well, we're going to reach out to the Tennessee Holler. I know the other side of that thinks it's a very unfair attack on Governor Bill Lee.
It's just hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy.
Well, I think Larry's right. There's a big difference between a drag queen show and a womanless beauty review.
So if their point is to stop obscenity, I'm looking at that picture, and that's pretty obscene. He is, well, in a very unattractive way. Not
that's 1970.
Like a real drag queen.
He's in high school, though. Let's get to the phone lines. People are standing by, and you're next up with us here live on News Talk 96.5. Good afternoon.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Look at this.
Who is this?
This is, how you doing,
David.
girl?
Miss David.
It's Miss David.
Listen,
How you doing, girl?
Well, Miss Robert is here. She's been asking me, is Larry married? Some of the girls wanted me to ask.
But Larry, I tell you, when you got into weather, this was going to happen. Go ahead, Larry.
No, I'm not.
This is like tender.
Oh, really? Well, we give a free back rub every Wednesday and foot massage down at the salon. If you like to stop by, we won't say anything.
Well, there's that.
Larry,
there's that.
You're giggling like a schoolgirl. What, are you going by?
I tell you, the next time we have a snow day, I'm there.
Well, I'll put you down, darling. Don't say anything about it.
Is that code?
Yeah, I won't tell anyone.
Is that code for
it is
cocaine and a stripper?
No.
Something else.
The next time we have a snow day, I'm just asking. But David, are you still seeing Rick?
Well, I've moved out. He was too abusive. But listen, I'm upset. Y'all shouldn't. I'm really proud of our governor. Why are y'all so? I wouldn't pick on him. I'm glad he's come out in the open with it, aren't you?
Well, I don't think this. But this is high school, and it was a womanless beauty review. Dave, I don't think it's not. It wasn't a drag queen show, and the guy was in high school.
He's in a dress.
Well, once a drag, always a drag, Dan. You know that.
Thank you.
I mean, how would I know that? It's
you know that.
You stop attacking Larry. I don't. The Tennessee.
But listen, I'm just glad we've got another show coming up, March the 18th, and I hope the governor will come down and join in and just be a part of things.
I don't think I would classify Governor Lee. And I mean, I see the picture in a dress, and I see the hard luck woman, but I don't think in high school, a womanless beauty review compares to a drag queen show. I mean, Dave,
what's the difference?
Well, I think there's a big. I think. What do you think, Dave?
Well, listen, I'm all about getting out in the open with it, and he's kept it a secret too long. Larry, wouldn't you agree he needs to come out in the open with it?
I tell you.
No, I'm not going to agree to anything.
I'm dying over here.
It's I don't know. They snapped a photo of Governor Lee, and looked like Governor Lee was taking about a half inch out of their backside.
You know what that is? They can do what they want to. They being the powers that be and the politicians, and then turn around and dictate rules to us that apparently don't apply to them.
Well, that was high school. The man was in high school. I had a womanless
beauty
review.
The picture is unfortunate, and I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's
bad.
Yeah.
Dan, I've got to go. Big Rick's beeping in. He must be here.
Bye, love.
Okay, Dave, thank you very much. I have no idea why they stay together.
How come her to still be girlfriends and all with him? He mean to her.
She says it's for the times when he's good to her.
When he's good, he must be great.
Why do we have that soundbite? That's awful. Okay,
because
that needs to go. That needs to go.
Actually, no, it was very relevant. I don't know why.
Was the operative word.
I don't know,
was.
I don't know why because Larry, I think it's a trauma bond between those two. Dave is I'll just say close friends with Big Rick. And Big Rick, well, according to David, he berates her. Okay,
this
we'll be back.
WBFG 96.5 FM, 96.5 FM, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. The Supreme Court heard arguments in a legal fight over President Biden's plan to wipe away or reduce student loans. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
During oral arguments, Chief Justice John Roberts pointed to the wide impact and expense of the program, which is estimated to cost $400 billion.
If you're going to affect the obligations of that many Americans on a subject that's of great controversy, they would think that's something for Congress to act on.
But Solicitor General Elizabeth Prelogar, arguing for the Biden administration, said the debt forgiveness plan is well within the federal government's authority.
Congress expressly authorized the Secretary to waive or modify any Title IV provision in emergencies to provide financial relief to borrowers.
A decision is expected by late June. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Heavy weather hit California again when a snowstorm dropped some 6 feet of snow at Lake Tahoe, and San Bernardino County declared a state of emergency after many mountain residents were trapped in their homes over the weekend. Further east, National Weather Service meteorologist David Roth warns parts of the South could get more wild weather.
The Storm Prediction Center
as of last check, has a slight risk of severe weather for portions of Arkansas, Mississippi, and northeast Texas for Wednesday into Thursday.
The White House is giving U.S. federal agencies 30 days to delete popular Chinese-owned social media app TikTok from all government-issued mobile devices amid growing concerns about security. Canada announced a similar ban. Congress, the White House itself, and more than half of U.S. states have already banned TikTok for government employees. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 232 points, the Nasdaq dropped 11, the S&P 500 lower by 13. More at townhall.com.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at ReliefFactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com. Be the next success story.
There's a warning from the FDA.
The FDA is warning that Pfizer's new RSV vaccine for older adults may trigger the potentially deadly Guillain-Barré syndrome. The condition is neurological and limits the movement of muscle in the body. In clinical trials, no participants in the control group, which did not get the vaccine, developed GBS, but some participants who did receive the vaccine did develop the disorder, which prompted the FDA to ask Pfizer to conduct a safety review before approving the vaccine. Tasha Stevens reporting.
A judge ordered Flint, Michigan to replace any remaining lead or steel water lines by August 1st. It's the latest intervention after a series of missed deadlines. Judge David Lawson signed off on an agreement between the city and the Natural Resources Defense Council. The group represents residents in litigation that began in 2016. More than 10,000 pipes have been replaced. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. China is ordering closer adherence to the dictates of the Communist Party and its leader Xi Jinping in legal education before its parliament starts its annual session. We hear more from international correspondent Charles de Ledesma reporting from London.
The directive demands schools oppose and resist Western erroneous views, such as constitutional government, separation of powers, and judicial independence. The directive and similar ones issued in the past reinforce Xi's leading role on ideology. China's most powerful leader in decades, Xi is mentioned by name no less than 25 times in the document. He's sought to purge Western concepts from the education system and has attempted, with more limited success, to reorganize popular culture along more conservative lines. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-10
660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster. Perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get. A shooting lane for 2 targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Rangers are red, Mustangs are blue, and Jean Langley Ford is ready to help you. Find the car, truck, or SUV you'll fall in love with. Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Jean Langley Ford. We've all heard and seen dating sites, but how about one that matches you to the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams? All this month, visit ValentineCar.com. Enter the make and model you desire, the age and price range, and Jean Langley Ford's Cupid will show you their profiles. And a sweetheart of a deal. And this is one time that test drives aren't just allowed, they're actually encouraged. And rest assured, this is no one-time date either. We have a lifetime warranty, guaranteed financing, and the best service department. So visit ValentineCar.com today. Enter the make, model, age, and price range you're looking for, and you'll have plenty of beauties to choose from. Make this the month you find the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
See dealer for warranty and financing details.
My name is Steven, and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or creams.
So I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Wake up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and NewsTalk.WTN.com.
Tuesday afternoon. It's such a pleasure to be with you as we try to wrap our arms around this story and to keep it in proper perspective about Governor Bill Lee. It was a 1977 photo of Governor Lee in a womanless beauty review under the title. No, it was in high school and
not funny, haha.
Yeah, it's not funny, haha. He was in high school. No, it wasn't. It was a womanless beauty review, and the guy was in high school. My name's Dan Reese, along with Larry Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Reed.
And we're gonna run down. Hello there, Newman.
Hello, Reed.
There you are, sir.
Yeah, here I am.
Gina Langley's in the house.
Hey, Danny, and guess who I have with me?
That looks like Silas Rush.
Silas Rush Smith, my grandson.
Who's it? Hey, Silas.
Say hey, Danny man.
Hey
Happiest
there,
child
Silas. He is a happy kiddo, isn't he?
It's because Cole went and got his Chick-fil-A.
Cole, see, Cole was just the opposite. He was not a happy camper when he was a child.
Don't say that.
No, Cole. What'd you say, Cole?
I was an absolute terror.
I tell you, he was. That's why Angela went to law school. She said, trust me, Carl, you're going to need me. But that boy, let's get right to the phone lines, 731-265-6496. The phone line, 731-265-6496. Whatever's on your mind, we check the pulse of West Tennessee. Jackson Ivy and Wellness Clinic phone line is 731-265-6496. Cole Snyder is in the house, and there ain't no doubt.
What's up?
Advanced Rehab and Medical text line 731-800. Text 731-800-8398. From the Gene Langley Ford Studio in Jackson, Tennessee, the Dan Reeves Show. And it's a pleasure to be with you with Larry Newman, Gino Langley, and Cole Snyder.
And Silas Rush Smith.
Silas Rush Smith.
As we broadcast live from the Gene Langley Ford Studio. I think that's so
Absolutely.
funny.
Yep. Let's get to the phone lines. People are standing by. Got a full bank of calls. You lead us off here in the 5 o'clock hour live on News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com. You're live with us on the air. Go.
Hey, good afternoon. It's Sergeant Childers with the Highway Patrol. How's it going?
There he is, Sergeant Charlie Childers. The man, Tennessee Highway Patrol, routes and traffic updates for the THP as they are presented by Deaton's Carpet One, home of the beautiful guarantee. That's a guarantee. If you don't just love our flooring, we'll replace it for free. They've carved their niche over the course of 40-some-odd years is West Tennessee's go-to when it comes to flooring of all types, hardwood, ceramic, beautiful luxury vinyl, and beautiful carpets. Gary Deaton in Deaton's Carpet One, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in Jackson. Shop online 24/7 at DeatonsCarpet1.com. Sergeant Charlie Childers. You know, I confronted a Tennessee Highway Patrolman off duty over the weekend.
What?
Yes, I did. Brian Cook. You know him?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. I know him.
He was at my sister's 40th surprise birthday party, and I was like, hey, listen, Charlie makes you guys look like romper room. And, yeah, he didn't take that he didn't take that too kindly. He really didn't, but he said, oh, yeah, Charlie's taking over. I said, look, Charlie is the man. But Patrolman Brian Cook is a great American, too. Charlie, what's happening out there, big guy?
Oh, hey, everything's going great so far. There is one crash to tell you about.
Oh, Lord.
No. It is an injury crash, but it's not severe injuries, they're saying. But it is out on State Highway 138. That's in Madison County. There's no roadway blockage or anything like that. The crash occurred off the roadway. The crews are still out there. I think they've got a wrecker en route. They've been on the scene since around 4:15 or so. So we're looking at we're hitting that hour mark now. So that's usually when we have everything cleared up. So don't expect for that to be an issue out that way if you have to travel in and out that way. But we're hoping for the rest of the day to be safe. And we're not going to let one little old pesky crash like that ruin the rest of the afternoon. So everybody make sure you stay off your phone. Make sure you stay buckled up. Don't stop and get a tall boy on the way home. Just wait till you get home. If you have the opportunity to do that and the spare change in your pocket, make sure you do that when you get home. go home, spend a little time with your family, and start all over again tomorrow with another state day. That would be what we're after.
I tell you, Charlie, I love your attitude. They're not going to knock you off, take you out of your good mood. And in Colorado, where they legalized marijuana, it's it's a different story. It's they have those brownies, out over there.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
And that's what they say.
Yeah, I've heard stories about it. To be honest with you, I don't know if you talked to Trooper Scotty Love, but tomorrow is his birthday, and then tomorrow his birthday will be yesterday. He is a leap year baby. Yeah, he's one of the cool ones. He did a little stint in Madison County right out of the academy, but he's currently assigned to Hardin County. And so I wanted to give a shout out to him on the radio because he only gets a birthday once every 4 years. A man ought to be able to be talked about on the radio on the special day that he doesn't get to have every year.
Yeah, that'd be
I would tell that one.
That'd be a real problem for me. My grandmother's birthday was December the 26th, and I always thought that was unfair because she had to go up against the big guy's birthday.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's impossible.
You're not going to win that battle, Charlie. But I tell you, what's the trooper's name again?
His name is Scotty Love. I mean, you can't get a better name. He wins the Trooper Name of the Year contest that we have every year. It's an unofficial title, but he definitely wins it every single year. And I'm pretty much just made that up, but that is definitely one of the best names to have. Trooper Love. I mean, everybody loves to get tickets from him. You know what I mean?
Trooper Love.
Sounds like a Chippendale dancer.
He's got Trooper on his, he's got Love right there above. You wear your name plate above your
so you know
heart.
Him? You said he was a dancer, and so I guess you know Trooper Love?
Well, Gina said that. Now, if he ever worked for the Chippendales, Gina would know him. There's no doubt she would have.
I said that would have been a good Chippendale's name.
Scotty Love.
Of course, I'll take your word for it. That's right.
Yeah, well, so Trooper Scotty Love, and he's patrolling down in Hardin County. Happy birthday, Scotty!
Happy birthday.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Does that mean he only ages once every 4 years? I think that's
and
kind of
if you
cool.
look at him, he looks 16. He does. He looks 16 years old. And
that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's cool or not, but we'll go with what you said.
Yeah.
It hurts the rest of our feelings. I can tell you that.
So I tell you, it's. I wonder if you'll be, because Hardin County plays tonight in Shasta County. We'll be there for the Region 6 AAA Boys Tournament tonight. We'll have Hardin County. I think South Gibson plays the second game. The unit's going to check in with us here in just a bit, and he'll let us know exactly the schedule. And I'll be headed down as well to call those games here on News Talk 96.5 FM. And so if the Trooper's down there, Trooper Scotty Love, pardon me, it's his birthday. So tell Scotty Love happy birthday. Well, I tell you,
you guys have a good day, and we'll probably see you at the game tonight in Henderson.
Please come up and see us, Sergeant.
We'll probably be there with the Highway Patrol. A lot of folks are expected in Henderson tonight, so we want to make sure folks are staying safe. And we look forward to some good basketball and good friendly competition.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. You take care. Have a good one.
You do the same, my friend. Sergeant Charlie Childers with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Is they do traffic updates every weekday afternoon, mornings and afternoons, brought to you by Deaton's Carpet One, right here on News Talk 96.5 FM.
My wife's name out your mouth.
Okay.
What was all that about?
Because that was a text that came in from Big Rick about Miss Davids. I think they're having some trouble, and I want to get into it. This text comes in. This from the Advanced Rehab and Medical text line. Said you asked. We delivered drag show coming up Saturday, March 18th to benefit Jackson, Tennessee Pride. Details on location and how to purchase tickets coming soon.
Is that real news or fake news?
No, they. It looks like they copied Darren Likes post on social media. Darren's a nice guy, he's a friend of mine.
Cool.
I worry about that. I know people like Darren's. He's a wonderful human being. I don't care what he does. Now,
As
The
long
18
as,
and under thing, I get. Okay,
oh yeah, I
I'm
get
fine
that too.
with that.
I do too.
But I don't know if I don't think it really stops there. I don't know. I'm a conservative. So that means socially, you could call me a conservative, but the way things are rearranged today, I'd probably be considered a liberal. I just don't think the government should be big enough to make those choices. Now, I think Chuck Walker put it better than I've heard anyone put it. If you want to let the government decide to step in and make decisions for parents on when it comes to drag queen shows, is it time that we have the government step in and make decisions for the parents on their child's diet? Because we have an obesity epidemic.
Okay. That's provocative. No, that's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it's because we have a childhood obesity epidemic in Tennessee. But
we have
but mom and dad
obesity issue in the whole country.
But Tennessee is our state, and it's a childhood obesity epidemic. That's concerning, isn't it, Gina?
It's very concerning. It's very expensive
and we do
to the
have to put
healthcare
a
industry.
Yeah.
Just because we're all getting old and fat.
But the kids are obese. Now, Cole, you're slim and trim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, he's. How old are you?
Do you
Cole?
do jumping
14.
jacks?
No.
No, but it's a childhood obesity epidemic. So, Cole would fall in that category.
So
but he's not obese.
Overweight and
So is it under 18?
Yeah, child.
That's child abuse. I see what you're saying. Is it
Well,
child abuse?
I didn't say child abuse.
Well, I mean,
but
if the government take over,
if you're okay with having the government make decisions for parents, and we're talking about 1/6 of 1%, is all this would cover. But if you're okay with that, then Silas would. Well, the mics are high. Silas,
I think he has something to say. Let me translate.
I don't understand, baby. Do you, Larry?
I do. Hold
Yeah,
on. I can decipher this.
Oh boy.
Why are the politicians so worried about drag shows when there's a huge obesity epidemic in the state of Tennessee, and there are healthcare deserts in rural West Tennessee, and they seem to be focusing on things that are not just non-issues, but hypocritical, because the governor's wearing a dress in that picture.
That's an awful lot of words to get out of one yell.
Yeah, do I go?
I said that was an awful lot of words to get out of one yell.
He's not even one. I know. I got all that.
He's I could see, but when Chuck retires, it'll go from Walker Talks to Silas Talks. Now it's I think because I've got to get back with Chris Todd and see if he can come in here tomorrow or one day this week to talk about this, because I think Chris is a good man, and to get his thoughts on this, if it is time that the government step in, if that's the way you feel, to tell parents, no, you can't take your kids. We make the decisions when it comes to with hormone therapy for transgender children, because that'd have to be
Does he have a position
nightmare.
on that?
That'd have to be a nightmare for parents to have to make that decision, because Larry and Gina, that some kids are born is transgender, that's with both male and female sex organs.
Yeah, but isn't that like
didn't happen there.
0.001?
Yeah.
I mean, the percentage is minuscule.
That's right.
And then what were we talking about yesterday? It was term limit day, and Chris Todd wrote that bill and is participating in making sure that politicians have term limits so they don't go to Washington, D.C. for 54 years.
Right.
We don't get any publicity about things that are really going to change our society and make things better. It's all about drag shows and not letting 18-year-old and under attend.
That's an excellent point. It's and another part of that is Larry, that we talked about is with Aaron yesterday with term limits. What's the website? Termlimits.org but the bulk of Americans want to see a new healthcare system, a single payer type healthcare system, same as the rest of the industrialized world. But Larry, it's when you see these percentages, that what Americans want. It doesn't represent representative republics in which our leaders are elected to represent the people, and the reason I say that is because the bulk of Americans would like to see healthcare reform.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Larry?
Yeah, it does.
I'd like
I
to
want
see
healthcare reform.
Yeah, I'd like to see insurance as good as the politicians in Washington, D.C. have.
And that's
Wouldn't that be nice?
That's an excellent point, because that's socialism. To hear the politicians say they're describing their own health care, it's because you've got, the people, we're left here with this absolute toxic train wreck of a healthcare system where you can't shop for healthcare insurance across state lines. Think of that. What if you couldn't shop for a car across state lines? We wouldn't put up with that for half a second.
Well, it's monopoly. And didn't you say, didn't that used to be illegal? It's I think Blue Cross and Blue Shield insures over 60% of the privately insured in the great state of Tennessee.
Yeah, think about that for a moment.
Monopoly.
Yeah, but it is. And it was a few years ago, it's been a decade or so, when Blue Cross Blue Shield got a phone call from the Fed saying, hey guys, you can't call yourself a nonprofit and sit on a mountain of cash like that. So you could do a couple of things with it. One thing you could do is reimburse or send out a rebate to your customers.
Oh, no.
And so they got the lawyer involved, and they said, we could also do this, build brand new cathedrals in Chattanooga. So no rebate for customers. They built brand new cathedrals in Chattanooga.
How did our society give so much power to the middleman? I mean, literally, insurance companies in this country have power of life and death. If you're going to get that Cadillac chemotherapy, if you're going to get that procedure, your doctor has to ask their permission.
Yeah, it's.
Well, how did that happen?
I couldn't think of a worse way to do it, to let some guy in a suit make a decision whether you get health care service or not based off of profitability for his company. Let's go back to the phone lines. You'll be next, live here on the Dan Reeves Show. You're on the air. Go. Hello?
Yeah, I'm not blowing smoke this morning. I'm telling you straight up. They stole money from the road tax years ago, and your listeners don't pay attention, so they don't know this.
Well,
they're kind of like sheep, just whatever they throw at them, they'll eat like a goat. Goat eat a tin can if you're not careful.
Yeah, bitch. I heard you were dating a sheep named Dolly. Okay, that was the best move you've ever made in your natural life, to hit the eject button. Folks, if you do lose your place on a page like that with Big Rick, just hit the eject button. That's the best thing you could do, because he was about to get a rented mule put on him by Larry.
I like that saying.
But we got a sliding scale when it comes to rented mules. If it's in football, for example, if it's 35-0, that's a plain old run-of-the-mill rented mule. Now you get up to the 50-plus point win, that's a government mule. That's as bad as it gets. Doesn't get any worse than government mule. Where's Neil from Bradford when you need him?
You have really made me upset.
I miss that guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, we need to. Also, the range, indoor shooting range. Now, Gina, you and John went to the range the other day.
We did. We got there kind of late, which is shocking for us, but we did, and had a really good evening.
Well, John shouldn't drive just a slow car. It was a bad,
what was that thing?
Car. It was a Mustang.
It was like a gray, or was it black? It was gray.
It was kind of this unique gray color. Cole, what's your favorite car? As long as it's a Ford, we're okay.
Yeah, just as long as it's a Ford. He's like,
You like Mustangs?
I do like F-150s, but that's only Ford.
Cool. Yeah. How can you not?
He's Carl's son. I tell you that. F-150.
His Ford.
Who dropped you off today, Carl or Angela?
My mom did.
Okay. Angela, I'm shocked you didn't come in to say hello. I'm accustomed to it with Carl, but not you, Angela. Let's see. Angela's a lovely lady, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
I might have to leave early today, Dan.
Yeah, I'm thinking so, too.
Silas,
can you not
really
shut that kid up? Let's see.
Taking over. He just doesn't find you amusing, is what it is.
Well, our target demo is not children. under the under the age of
You
4.
wouldn't know that by people who call in.
Can you not hand him to Cole? Cole, can you not rock the baby?
Cole, can you not babysit? What's going on here? Our intern.
Now tell us about your trip to the range. Because did you guys do the date night for 2?
So I got there a little late. That in theory was what we were going to do. I figured out I really need to practice shooting a lot more.
Would you say, John, will you go get that target, please?
It's fun, though, because he and I get really competitive about it.
I bet. I want to talk more about that, but first let's get another phone call mixed in here. You're live with us on the News Talk 96.5 and NewsTalk965.com. You're on the air. Go.
Well, you know, I'm an expert with bad babies, so...
Listen at this. He is.
Now, this is a perfect baby, but I got to hear the bad baby story.
Well, this is Pastor JP, and he's running for county commission.
Okay.
No, listen.
City council.
Get it wrong. I'm going to come down there and put a government mule on you.
Now, Pastor, that's no way to grow your flock to attack a talk show host. Like, he stopped by the other day, man, and say hello. It was great to see. He looks fantastic. Larry, he's clean shaven, and he looks like he's about 19 years old.
Yeah, I know.
You look fantastic, JP.
Well, I was stopping by because Larry's always there. Larry's in South of Jackson, you know, trying to get a campaign contribution, but
I threw that change out the window at you the other day.
Larry, knock it off, would you? This man may be a city councilman. You'll regret.
Well, I was out there putting up a sign, and I knew something hit me in the head, so that's what it was.
Man,
whoa,
JP, have you seen that story about Governor Lee and the Womanless Beauty Review?
Woo, mercy. Yeah, I have.
I see. That's from, high school in 1977, and there's some people been out of shape over it, compared it to a drag queen. I just don't know if those two are compared. And how far should we go back?
Well, that's my thing. All of us probably have. I mean, what if we went through?
When I didn't, I go ahead and say
there's no
I didn't.
evidence. There's absolutely no evidence.
Well, just let us see your cell phone. We can go far enough. But no, I'm just kidding. But
It's
no,
all pictures
seriously,
of my
though,
grandbabies.
everybody, has something probably from high school or something, what you wish maybe you hadn't have done or that you'd have done it differently.
You don't have to go back to high school for me, but yeah, I'm with you.
Last weekend.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
how far back do you go? I mean,
that's right. Yes. Yeah, and
Of course, I never was a fan of womanless beauty reviews.
No, I'm attracted to females, and I mean that with all due respect.
Well, do you think I care?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
You want to walk down the misogyny avenue on this one?
Was misogyny?
Yeah. No, womenless beauty reviews in general. Do you know why they're misogynistic?
Why is that?
Because it's a joke for a man to dress up like a woman, but women dress up like men, and it goes completely unnoticed.
It's,
you are fake news.
Wait a minute.
Think about
Say
it for
that
a second.
again. But a woman dressed up like a man.
It's funny. A womanless beauty review is supposed to be funny, and you're made fun of because it's men dressed as women. You don't have a man beauty review or a beauty review. A standard, typical one is women dressed in women's clothing showing off their appearance. But when it's a womanless beauty review, it's something to be made fun of.
You
follow?
I don't. Larry, do you get that?
No, I don't follow that.
Gina, I don't. How about you, JP? Did you pick up why Gina's laying down?
Well, Gina, I'm sorry, you're 3-0.
Not trying to nitpick, but that'd be 0-3.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 0-3.
I'm 3-0. Thanks, buddy.
JP, I'm kind of with you on this thing. But when you make a stance like that, you could expect blowback if you go back in the Tennessee holler. I think Governor Lee kind of barked at him a little bit when they confronted him to
Did he
ask about
bark or
that.
did he holla?
See, that's I just don't go along with that. JP, I'm with you on it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm being ganged up on. I'm used to this.
No.
I'm used to this.
I didn't say anything about Gina. You can't strong arm Larry and I. We're old professionals.
If it was last week and he was walking around the governor's mansion,
that'd be
in a
one
dress,
thing.
I might, that might be a valid point. But all the way back to the 70s in high school, hey, I think there's a lot of things like that out there that
a lot of
it is.
What? Man, we don't
It
know
is
he
what
doesn't
it is.
walk around the Capitol in a woman's dress. We don't.
But let me ask you this, though, JP. When it comes to, if you're okay with, not you personally, but the proverbial you, if you're okay as a legislature to allow the government to dictate to parents when it comes to children, when it comes to hormone blockers, that sort of thing, where the government steps in, to me, that's not a conservative move. Now, but if you're okay with that, shouldn't you be okay with dictating to parents about the diet of the children? Because I remember a few years ago, Michelle Obama suggested a healthy diet, and she suggested that, I think it may have been in New York where you couldn't buy a 64
ounce.
Is it 32?
I thought it was 32 ounce.
Let's say with 32 ounce sugary drink, you couldn't get a free refill
Right.
with it because those sodas were leading people into obesity, and we have an obesity epidemic, which is a national security risk, and evidently the largest security risk for America is we're out of shape, we're fat, even worse than China and Russia put together. How are you going to scrape together an army of 2 million when you've got so many obese people is what I'm reading. So but you think it's time the government stepped in and dictated to parents the diet of their children?
Well, I think they already recommend that to some degree. I know.
Yeah, so there's a healthy recommendation, but this is different. Right. The politicians are not recommending to parents about hormone blockers, or it's a law. It's going to be law, evidently.
Well, I the food issue, I definitely think that everyone making healthier choices is important. But I don't know. I don't know that you.
It's tough, isn't
it? Well, I don't know you can really govern that in someone's house.
Well, but if you're willing to go into someone's house, because I've never read so much about trans in my life, but just to educate myself on what's going on, some parents have to make decisions, and I think it was Jamie Lee Curtis even, they had to make a decision about her when she was a little girl. And I read parents, sometimes they feel like they made the wrong choice when a child's born with both male and female sex organs. And they agonize over it. And I don't know why the government feels like they should get involved.
Yeah, I mean, that is such a small percentage, but it is, it is in some cases a reality. And that's a decision that I would not want to have to make as a parent.
Yeah,
really.
that would be tough, and it's devastating some parents for having to do that, but they do it out of love for their child. But this thing is just called fire, and I don't know, some people call it populism. Other people say no, that is they agree with the legislation, and I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying if what's good for the goose may be good for the gander. If the number one security risk to America would be obesity. We're out of shape, and so it's easy to attack 1/6 of 1%.
Exactly.
Because it's not going to make any difference whatsoever.
Exactly.
And then others say, well, once that cow gets out of the barn, good luck getting that cow put back in the barn. Good luck on ringing the bell. So, but JP, as a city councilman, that's not going to be something in your ballywick anyhow. But great news, though, for Jackson. And it's in the forecast for the economy moving forward, courtesy of Blue Oval City and Company. That looks nice, doesn't it?
Absolutely. There are good things on the horizon for Jackson, Tennessee. And, hey, for me, hopefully getting the opportunity to represent District 1, I just want to make sure that the people in South Jackson have a good voice and South Jackson is represented well in all of District 1. I'm getting ready to go into a meeting with behind closed doors with some great Republicans in our city, and so I've got to let you go, Dan. But
well, JP, it's good to hear from you, Pastor JP Stovall, running for City Council. What district is that, JP?
District 1.
District 1. You going to come by and see us this week?
I hope to.
Well, I hope you do too, JP. Good luck to you, and we'll let you go. Thanks for calling, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great day. Also, wanted to, they got something going on. Well, the Silas is back.
I think we need a little daycare here, maybe a full-time nanny, so my grandchildren can come visit all the time, Dan. I like that idea, don't you, Larry?
No, I'm not down with that.
It's just too much fun.
Silas is a great guy, too. And I hope we can be friends one day. Silas?
He didn't say anything. Cole has been such a wonderful babysitter and intern and got his Chick-fil-A.
Cole is awesome.
Cole is just a great American is what it amounts to.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you were, how old are you, 14?
Yep.
Yeah, when you hit 16, Larry's out. You're in. I tell you. Larry, I'm kidding.
I'll teach you how to do the weather, dude.
All right.
I'd rather handle that.
Just don't forget the barometric pressure in Bemis.
Okay.
The barometric pressure in Bemis. It is a big deal. And nearly right up there with sidewalks.
I want to go home and play with my grandbaby, Danny. I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
Cole has been too sweet to babysit. His mom and dad are going to go see the Grizzlies play the Lakers tonight.
Yeah, the Lakers are in Memphis tonight. Go Grizz.
Go Grizzlies.
And wanted to mention that King Jewelers flash sale this week. This week only.
Sale?
Flash sale. Now, this is big time. Showing up big time. King Jewelers. 50% off all diamond stud earrings from a 0.5 carat total to 1.5 carat total. 50% off. Are you serious? Grover's lost his stinking mind.
He's so cool.
He is. But you better get down there because Grover will get a handle on himself at some point. All sizes half off now. And if you're ready to pop the question, 30% off all loose diamonds. Perfect for an engagement ring.
There you go.
And if you want to wait until spring, that's okay too. Take advantage of our layaway program, just 20% down at King Jewelers. And don't miss King Jewelers Flash Sale. It runs through from now to March the 3rd. This week only at King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive. This ad approved by Grover King.
Go Grover.
And Kelly. That's a big-time flash sale this week only. And the range, indoor shooting range, you got to get down there. I tell you, Larry, have you ever been to the range?
Yes, I have.
How about you, Cole?
No, I've not.
I figured you'd roll down there, man, knowing you.
No, we just shoot everything on our farm.
Oh, that's right, that big farm out there.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot everything on that
farm.
They
don't have to shoot inside.
Take a cardboard box out there.
It's beautiful land out there. Have you ever been out to Snyder Farm?
I have. It's beautiful.
Have you seen what's it called in Humboldt, Cole?
The venue at Twin Oaks.
Have you seen that one?
I've been to a few weddings there. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
That's beautiful. Carl, gorgeous. Carl does most of that work, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, he does all of
it. What a handy guy.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to get him to build us a custom broadcast desk. He didn't seem interested. And I didn't want to push it because you never know. He'll just turn around and go off on you.
How about a nursery here at the radio station?
Now, not interested. Larry is doing well without one. But
he told you.
He's
sassy over there today.
The website is gototherange.com. That's right. Gototherange.com. And at the range, it's Jackson's only indoor shooting range. And by virtue of that, I feel very comfortable saying it's West Tennessee's only indoor shooting range. 2310 North Highland in Jackson. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 in the morning to 8 in the evening. Sundays 1 till 6. And at the range, if you mention the Dan Reeves Show or mention Chuck Walker, you get a free concealed carry safety course. That's a $45 value. That's very valuable. We need to get that up on all of our stuff because that's a great, isn't that great, Gina?
It is. The education behind it. And even though in the state right now it's not required as far as carrying a handgun, the education is just priceless. And how having a handgun permit, if you enter another state when you leave Tennessee, are there reciprocity laws there? Understanding all that's super important.
I totally agree. The range, the website is gototherange.com, gototherange.com. Active shooter courses. They sell, you can sell your gun on consignment there at the range. The range store is packed with merchandise and coffee. We get our Black Rifle coffee right there at the range. 2310 North Highland, Jackson. Again, the website is gototherange.com. Unit, are you there? Unit? Units, we've replaced the unit with AI. And Unit, how are you doing, sir? Okay, we got a lot of pinging going on there, big guy. Yeah, we got a lot of pinging going on there, big guy. I think the pinging stopped. That means I'm going to have to head to Chester County with some WD-40 for that new robot we've got. We're replacing hosts one at a time. We started with the units, and Larry, it's a bad start right there.
Yep.
So we're off to a bad start. Do you have Melissa, do we have any WD-40? And a hammer. I think WD-40 and a hammer, we can get this fixed. Listen. Are you okay, Cole?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Gina has been strong-arming this. Do you want Larry to try to reel her in off of you? Oh, hey, Gina. So that was good that you did that for her.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, units, we got some big time pinging going on there. You may have one antenna. You may have it upside down. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and the unit will be live with us from Chester County High School, and I'm headed down there right now as well. As we got District 6 AAA basketball tournament, the boys tonight. South Gibson fans, we got you covered. Chester County, Hardin County, and McNairy County, all down there tonight. Larry's going to be producing and directing, Mr. Larry Newman. Larry, I'll talk with you in just a bit, my friend.
Okay.
Gina, thank you so much. My lovely Gina. That's mine. And Cole, listen. Let me talk to you about her off the air when she's not around. Stop telling Cole to shut up. Unit, are you there, sir? Unit, come in, units. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, this is Houston. Thank you, Larry. Silas, stand up, son. Don't be crawling around like that. That's going to be it for here. We're going to shoot it out to Chester County. We'll be right back. Thank you for being here today. Cole, are you going with me to the basketball tournament?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's the wrong answer, but that's fine. And
I'm going with you.
Yeah, no, Larry's producing and Larry show you how to produce and direct. Yeah, he needs to learn that. We'll be right back. You stay right there.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn and Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
I don't know what it is, brother. I mean, everything's set up exactly the way it normally is. All right, let's test 1, 2. All right, can you hear it, Dan? On the tie line, full 99R42. 24.0L99R39. The L. I'm sorry, the L just dropped down to 80.
Did you know we are a co-op? Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton at Deaton's Carpet Wine. Yes, we're locally owned and 1,000 stores strong nationwide. In 1985, Deaton's united with another independent business just like us to gain buying power and added value, to give you a shopping experience that you will just love. As a family business supported by Carpet One membership, we are dedicated to our local community, and yes, we're dedicated to helping others. So ask about our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. And our healthy living installation that removes mold, mildew, and dust mites. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything that we install. Those 3 guarantees make your buying experience almost priceless. Deaton's Carpet One. Yes, we're a co-op, North America's largest flooring buying co-op. So come by Deaton's Carpet One. We'd love to serve you. We're located on the 45 bypass right here in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson-Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, work